Okay, this is the October 2021 paper, P1 paper. It's question number 6, which is graphs and transformations. We're going to be looking at a cubic graph. It's also towards the end a little bit of work on differentiation and finding gradients, tangents and normals. Okay, let's have a look at it. So read through it. It says we've got the curve with this cubic function here. Sketch a graph of C and show on your graph where it cuts or meets the coordinate axes. Right, okay, that's pretty straightforward to do then because of the information they've given us. So if I talk it through first of all and then we'll draw the graph out. If fx is equal to 2 bracket x plus 1 x minus 3 squared, if we say fx equals 0, this is where it's going to hit the x-axis, I'm going to get 2 x plus 1 x minus 3 squared equals 0, which is going to give me x equals minus 1 and x equals 3 repeated. Now normally I don't bother saying it's repeated, but that tells me that whereas x equals minus 1 is going to cut through the axis, x equals 3 is just going to sit on the line. So because I know that my cubic is a positive cubic, that means it's that shape there. That's pretty much enough information to absolutely get started here with my graph. So if I draw my graph sketch out now, what I've got is that this function is going to come through, hit there at minus 1, cut there somewhere, I've got to work that out yet, come back down here, but then it's just going to touch at this point before it goes back up again. Let's extend that on a little bit now. So y, x, I know that this value is minus 1, I know that this value is 3. I've got to work out that value there, but that's not complicated. So that's simply going to be, let's get rid of that because I don't need that bit there. Fx equals 0 gives me those ones. It hits the y-axis when x is equal to 0. So f0 is equal to 2 lots of 1 lots of minus 3 squared is equal to 18. So I've now got that point there is 18. Just quickly check, what did it ask for? Coordinates of the points where it cuts or meets the axes, done. I don't need anything else, I don't need maximums, minimums, anything else like that. 3 marks for that, part A. Part B says write fx in the form ax cubed plus bx squared, and so on and so on and so on. What that means is multiply all of this out. So we'll have a go at doing that next. Let's do that down here on a line paper. So we've got that fx was equal to 2 x plus 1 x minus 3 squared. Just take your time to do it. Okay, you can multiply this bit out first if you want, and then multiply it by x minus 3 and x minus 3. The most sensible thing to do, I would say, is to multiply that out first of all. Now you can take your time and multiply that out if you want. A lot of you should be okay, certainly because it's something squared, doing x minus 3 times x minus 3. I know what that is, so I'm just going to put it in. It works out to be x squared. It's minus 3x minus another 3x, that's minus 6x plus 9. If you can't do that quickly, then that's fine, just take your time to do it. So multiplying that now, we've got 2x plus 2 times all of that. And I always find these relatively straightforward to do. I'm going to do 2x times all of that, should be easy. And then I'm going to do 2 times all of that, should again be easy. So multiplying this out, 2x times all of it is going to give me 2x cubed. It's going to give me 12x squared, and it's going to give me 18x. And then 2 times all of it is going to give me 2x squared, 12x, and 18. Quick check to see if that's 2x and that's just a 2. We should have terms that are x cubed and then x squared and then x, etc. as we're going through. Either way, that all simplifies up to 2x cubed. What have I got with the squares? Minus 10x squared. Plus 6x, just be careful, and then plus 18. Right, perfect. That should be the answer to part B, which was just to write it in the form A, B, C, and D there. So we've got those values. Part C says, hence find the equation of the tangent to C at the point where x equals a third. Right, so somewhere around about here-ish, x equals a third, they want me to work out what the equation of the tangent is going to be. If I want to work out the equation of a tangent, it's the equation of a straight line. So I need, let's write it in, equation of tangent. I'm going to use y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. What do I have so far? Well, if it's at the point x equals a third, that's all I've got to start off with. I've got the x1 equals a third. I haven't got m and I haven't got y1. So it doesn't matter which order you do them in. It's up to you as to how you're going to work this out. I'm going to say fx equals 2x cubed minus 10x squared plus 6x plus 18. I'm going to work out my m first of all. So I'm going to differentiate f dash x. That's going to give me 6x squared minus 20x plus 6. And now m will be the gradient function when x1 equals a third. So if I put a third into that, then I get 6 lots of a third squared minus 20 lots of a third plus 6, and multiply that all out and see what that comes to. All right, it actually comes to 0. There's no problem with that, but it's just unusual to get the gradient equals 0. What it actually means is that what we're really finding is the local maximum point there if the gradient is equal to 0. But it doesn't make any difference to our question. I'm trying to find the equation of a tangent. I've got m equals 0 now. The thing that I've got to do is I've got to find y1. So y1 is putting x equals a third into that one there. So if I put x equals a third into that, I'm going to say for y1, that's going to be f of a third there. So it's a third going into the original equation, third going into that thing there. Okay, if I do that, I'm going to get 2 lots of a third cubed minus 10 lots of a third squared plus 6 lots of a third plus 18. Just have to chuck it all in the calculator. Okay, I don't know what this, it's not going to be a particularly neat answer when we actually do that, but if you stick all those values into the calculator, really scary when I get this answer because that makes me think I've done something wrong. I know I haven't because I've seen the mark scheme, but I'd be worried at that stage. I might go back and have another check. But we haven't actually done anything wrong here. I've got m working out to be equal to 0. I've now got my y1 working out to be 512 over 217. So now the equation is y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1, but m's 0, so it's just going to work out to be equal to 0. If you want to really slow it down, x minus a third. But in other words, y minus 512 over 217 equals 0, or rather y equals 512 over 217. That's the final answer there. Just go back, because I'm surprised they don't then say, no, they don't say anything else about that. I would have thought that they could have said part D, what have you found here? You know, we're finding a straight line going straight across there, y equals something, because it's a maximum point. But okay, it's fine, doesn't matter. We've answered the question, which was all we intended to do. Hopefully that makes sense.